Hey dudes! Welcome to another episode of the Bullshit Show. I'm Dad. That's Nathan. Say hi, Nathan.
Yay.
And there's no Anchor Baby this week. Anchor Baby is being a poop. So, don't have a whole lot to talk about this time. There's not a whole lot going on in the world. Russian airplane been shot down over the Sinai Desert in Egypt. A lot of you were going, where the hell is the Sinai Desert in Egypt? But Google it, okay?
It's in Egypt.
It's in Egypt, yeah. What can I say? I think they're denying a little too much too early that it was a bomb or that it was a missile that took the plane down. But I think the evidence overwhelmingly suggests that it was a missile. And in fact, one of our drones that was flying over the desert detected a heat pattern right before the plane mysteriously came apart. The only real fly in the ointment here is that it happened at 32,000 feet, which is very high for a missile. A surface-to-air missile, like a shoulder-fired surface-to-air missile, doesn't go that high. Now, ISIS wants desperately to take credit for this. Whether we're going to let them or not, I don't know. It's kind of a PR thing. Who shot down the plane? Who can take credit for it? Money is the game. It's what it's all about. And if you got enough money, you can buy any missile you want. Now, whether ISIS has the kind of money, and now that Iran is kind of backing them a little bit, maybe they got the money. Maybe they did do it. Somebody did it. Planes just don't mysteriously come apart in the middle of the air. It just doesn't happen, particularly on an Airbus. Airbus are built like brick shit houses. It just doesn't happen. So, I think it was a missile. And I think we're going to find out eventually. Whether it's ever released to the public, the truth. I mean, just like, what was it, Malaysian Air flight whatever, the one that just mysteriously vanished into the Pacific Ocean. You know, it's funny that that wing part came up on the Reunion Islands many months ago. And they kind of sort of grudgingly admitted that that was part of that airplane. But nobody is... nobody's saying anything about it now. So, it's all PR.
With my expert watchings of air crash investigations, it makes me an expert in air crashes.
Makes him an expert, yeah.
I would have to say, it was probably an explosion.
Well, it was clearly an explosion. I mean, it blew up at 32,000 feet and came down in pieces. I mean, the debris field is scattered over several miles. So yeah, it obviously blew up, but the question is why? I mean, it's just like that flame that they shot down over the Ukraine last year. Yeah. Planes just don't go and fall out of the sky. It just doesn't happen.
In my professional opinion, I believe it was maybe an altitude bomb on board. Could be.
It could have been, but they were cruising at 32,000 feet for quite a while. So then it stands to reckon, how did they get a bomb on board? I mean, they were flying over a well-known combat area, so no. I mean, it's just like the plane that was flying over the Ukraine last year. Or was it earlier this year? I don't remember.
It was last year.
Was it last year?
August.
And yeah. It was a missile of some kind. It's just a question of, does ISIS have the kind of connections and money to buy that kind of firepower? And if they do, holy shit, we're going to see a lot more of this. And if not, fuck ISIS, because they're just a bunch of pussies that wear headscarves. So.
And for everybody watching, just because I watch air crash investigations doesn't make me an expert.
Yeah, but he slipped at the Holiday Inn Express, so so I'm an expert. No, that's a TV commercial. Anyways, let's see what else is going on in the world. Not really much. I have a rant that I want to go off on about. Just a couple of episodes ago, I was talking about how much I love Taco Bell for their ghost pepper loaded griller, which I absolutely love and am addicted to. So what do? They go and run out of the goddamn ghost pepper sauce
for a limited time.
I go to my local Taco Bell and try to order some, and the thing is, there's nothing different between a ghost pepper loaded griller and the standard beefy loaded griller. It's the same fucking thing. It's just the sauce. It's the only thing. And you're telling me that they can't get more sauce or make more sauce or go out and buy some more sauce? What the hell? It's just sauce, people. And I go to order it at Taco Bell, and some fucking smart-ass teenage kid making tacos in the back goes, man, that was for limited time only. Okay, so it was for a limited time only, but you're telling me if it was popular, they're not going to continue it? They get something and it gets popular, and then they take it away? That's bullshit. I cry bullshit on that one, folks. And I also cry bullshit. Have you ever been stuck in a restaurant with people who are douchebags? We went to dinner tonight at our favorite little Japanese restaurant. You know, one of those chopsaki cook at the table things. And of course, unfortunately, the downside of these restaurants is that you have to sit with strangers because they sit like 8 people to a table. Okay. And we got stuck with this guy who was just a complete douchebag. He just wouldn't shut up. Was arguing with the chef about the shape of a fucking onion volcano, for God's sake. The guy made this sort of origami volcano out of an onion, you know, that they make like they do it at these Japanese places, you know, where they pour the oil in and it goes and makes the big fire and all that really cool stuff. Well, he stacked the onions and then he put 2 bigger ones on top that made kind of a funnel. Made the fire that much cooler. But this guy argued that wasn't correct. That volcanoes didn't come in that shape. Who argues with the chef, first of all, at a restaurant because he's gonna spit on your food when you're not looking? But what a douchebag. I mean, this guy, what do you do in public when you're stuck with somebody like that? I mean, other than make fun of him, which is what I did, but
I still can't tell if it was the kid's father, stepfather, or history teacher.
I know, and he was going on, they were discussing the election. I heard him over, I mean, it was one of those people that talk very loud so you couldn't help but hear everything they were saying. And they were talking about, he was trying to get his kid, or stepkid, or whatever he was, to talk to him. Who, meanwhile, the kid was like this the whole time, on his phone, you know, saying, please just ignore me, I'm going to ignore this guy. Which I would too, I guess, if I lived in that house.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Man, what a douche. But, so he started giving him the whole history on elections, on why Obama can't run for a 3rd term. Although he never did once talk about the fact that it's an amendment to the Constitution that came into act. He started talking about Roosevelt and how Roosevelt served 3 terms and then was elected to a 4th term and blah, blah, blah. And this kid the whole time was just kind of looking at him like, just give me my food so I can eat and shut this guy up, you know. I don't know. I just had to rant about him because he just pisses me off.
Can I rant real quick about this?
Nathan wants to rant something. If it's about GTA, I'm going to not...
It is not about GTA.
All right.
Right. So, at this Japanese place, the kid also asked without vegetables with his food. As did I.
Yes,
but I got stuck with the fucking vegetables!
Nathan got stuck with the vegetables. He doesn't like the vegetables. I mean, I don't like the broccoli, but I can eat around the broccoli. But he doesn't like the zucchini, and especially the mushrooms. And
I like zucchini. I just wasn't in the mood for it.
Yeah. And he requested no vegetables, and they shanked him. I think it was the waitress's fault. I don't think she communicated to the cook. Because I had requested teriyaki sauce on my filet mignon, and it wasn't written down either. So, even though the waitress was cute, she had a great little butt. It would have made for a fantastic dessert. but it was reflected in the tip. So, I don't have a whole hell of a lot else to say. So I'm going to go through our last comment response video. And, oh my god, I just pushed a button here. Sorry. And,
if you hear me...
Answer a couple of comments.
Since you're hearing me in the background going...
Yes, Nathan has a cold again.
I am sick.
We've been sick for like a month now, and it's ridiculous. It's at that time of year, I guess.
So how was your Halloween, Dad?
Uneventful. Very uneventful. I didn't even watch any scary movies this year.
I got a story! I got a story!
Okay. They want to see more of you, so...
Okay, I got 10 minutes to do this, so...
Please don't flip the bed. We'll turn the bed when he gets on it.
Okay, we just...
He's a large person.
Hi everybody. This is Nathan's Corner. So, Halloween night, I went out, usual trick-or-treat bullshit. And, as normal teenagers do, I was walking around trying to find people that were giving out candy, blah, blah, blah. And I come along behind this one building, This one lady, old lady, she was walking her dog and she sees me coming around the corner. And she went back inside. I figured, she probably got candy. So I was, excuse me.
Pepsi.
So I was walking up, gonna get some fucking candy from this bitch. Knock on the door. Dog comes to the door. Starts barking, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't answer. I knock again. I hear her come walking up. I hear the closet next to the door, because normal apartments here have closets next to the door.
They're all the same.
She bumps the closet, so. And then, after about maybe 3 minutes of me knocking, she turns off the fucking light. She couldn't even fucking say she didn't have candy.
That's just cold, man.
It really is. I was very tempted to go vandalize her house, but
You should have. Okay, we'll go back to the show now. Back to data. I'm here. Okay. Elliot Pereira says, greetings from England. We have so many viewers in England. Why do we have all these viewers in England? I love England. I'm glad we have viewers in England, but why?
hey,
Is it because you have friends in England, or what's the deal?
If you guys want to set up a Dudes Con, we'll be welcome to come.
Yeah, I'll be glad to appear at Dudes Con. He says, I need some advice here. I'm currently going to university, and I'm looking for a job. But the only job I've been offered so far is to work from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. Friday to Sunday, which are crazy hours. Should I take the job? Well, Elliot, here's what I think. First of all, how bad do you need the money? I mean, a job is a job. But I would say, yeah, go for it. Try it. Yeah, it takes you out of the partying scene, you know, because Friday through Sunday is primetime partying. But
How much are they offering?
I mean, yeah, I'd say, are they offering you some serious coinage? I mean, if that's the case, then do it. If they're not offering you much money, then screw it. Go find KFC.
And since we're talking about money, recently, here, I'll get back in the shot. We got a comment. I don't remember who from. They said they were a Republican and they were bitching at us because they wanted to raise the minimum wage. And it was you called us fucking idiots because all it would do is raise the prices. I deleted it because that was just idiotic.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, I'm sure it would. It's going to raise prices. Of course it's going to raise prices. But there's going to be more people out there with more money. Therefore, the price increase is going to be absorbed by the masses because there's going to be more people with more pocket change to buy shit. So, okay, so the prices do go up temporarily because business is not going to take, and they're not going to absorb the cost of increased wages. They're going to pass it on to you, people. So, Republicans, I just don't understand Republicans, how they can be so dense and retarded. Especially Jeb Bush. What a fucking douchebag. Man, drop out of the race already. The public has spoken. You are scum, Jeb. Where was the other one I had here? Somebody wanted to know, invisibility or super strength? I think that's a good question. Personally, I would go for invisibility. Because, like I said, then I can go back to the high school I went to and go to the girls' locker room. But no, think about it. If you were invisible, you could get on any airplane and fly to anywhere in the world. You could see the whole world. Nobody would know you were there. And you could do a lot of perverted things, too. If you had super strength, what would you do with it? I mean, besides masturbate in like 3 seconds, what would you do? You know, what would you do with super strength? Except, mess with people's minds. So, no, I would take invisibility easily.
And half the time, people ignore us anyway, so it's almost like...
exactly, I'm used to being invisible anyways, especially around chicks. I'm curious and interested about your photography. Do a video or something like that. Thank you, Gabriel. Well, Gabriel, I'm very interested in photography too. Why did they get so dark? The viewfinder is weird. Sorry, our camera's acting up tonight. Somebody dropped it.
I'm fucking sorry, I was mocking you!
Okay, whatever.
He was shitting.
But, like I said, I'm currently working on a video series right now where I'm testing 8 black and white film stocks, negative film stocks. that I purchased from B&H. I'm going to do a series on that, and that'll be coming out probably about the first of the year.
That left us starving at the end of it.
Yeah. But if you're really interested in photography questions, by all means, ask me. I love to talk about photography, and I bought a new lens today, so I'm excited to get that in the mail. Somebody wants to know if we're going to live chat or live stream. I'm sorry, live stream. I get these terms right one of these days. Right now, unless things change, we're planning on doing a live stream on Sunday, November 29th, which is my 50th birthday. So people send your cards to me. But we're thinking about doing a live stream probably somewhere around 8 or 9 o'clock. I don't know. Depends on how drunk I get.
I will probably make a video announcement whenever.
Yeah, we'll do some sort of plug for it in the upcoming shows. But so mark your calendars, tell the neighbors, wake the kids. Sunday, November 29th, live stream with Dad. So come up with your questions, because I'm not going to sit there for an hour or whatever if nobody's going to answer any questions. I'm just going to say, fuck this, I'm going to go back drinking. And I will be drunk that night, I assure you. My 50th birthday, I'm going to be pissed, as the British would say.
Pished?
Pissed. I'll be pissed. Let's see here. Shut up, I'm hot. Let's see here. I want to die ironically. Any ideas? I still think you should get raped to death by a bull while wearing the Chick-fil-A cow costume. That's what I would do. So, okay, I guess we've rambled on long enough. What else is there? It's November now.
November, yay. I got shit.
He has to shit, so we're gonna wrap this up. And
you do your thing. I gotta make a couple announcements for my.
he has some announcements to make after I say, "Hey, dudes."
All right, now fans of Dad can fuck off now.
Make it.
Couple of announcements for Thomas videos. I just put up my Halloween videos, and I am currently working on my Christmas special. Thanks with Carson helping out in filming, and Max or Terrier55 Stepney for giving me the script that we meant to do last year, but oh well. So. Other things, remakes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so...
Say Happy Halloween.
Yeah, Happy Halloween, fucking...
We love you!
Dude.
Send in lots of comments. I appreciate the comments, because I need them, because we can do a comment show this weekend. If we don't get enough comments, I won't do a comment show this weekend. So, because I just proved on this show, I can use my comments on the regular show. So, I guess we're going to wrap this up. So, one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, dudes!
Ah.